going on, everybody? Joseph Hadid here for Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your news, your local community. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to Worldwide Sport Updates. This is your host, Joseph Hadid, speaking. It is Friday, November 17, 2023. TGIF, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for tuning in to our YouTube channel and searching us by WWSUP by Joey, your host for Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your sports, your news, your local community. Ladies and gentlemen, for anyone tuning in, if you're just waking up, having your cup of coffee or still sleeping, if you do get the chance to listen to this podcast throughout the day today, ladies and gentlemen, there was no podcast last Friday. Just for everybody to be aware, last Friday, ladies and gentlemen, especially throughout the whole week last week, I would like to announce that my father passed away, ladies and gentlemen, on Sunday, November 5th, 2023. It was such a tough week for me. And I just want to say, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry that there was no podcast last week. Thank you again, ladies and gentlemen, for your condolences, for reaching out through text, phone calls, social media. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, ladies and gentlemen. And it's a tough process. It's not easy losing a parent. But we just gotta keep our heads high, stay positive, and keep life going the way my father expects it to be. And stay strong for him, and keep his name in his remembrance and memory, moving forward. But ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say sorry for the inconvenience. Last week there was no podcast, but again, thank you for your cooperation on this matter, and again, thank you for reaching out through text, social media, phone calls, also through email, paying your condolences and just checking up on me. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's start off with sports news that transpired this past week. We're gonna start off with the NBA. Ladies and gentlemen, the NBA has suspended Draymond Green 5 games for putting Rudy Gobert in a chokehold. That's what transpired this past week for everybody that probably did hear this news break out. With that being said, folks, let's get right into it. The NBA is suspending Golden State Warriors forward Draymond Green 5 games, which now he's serving in effect, without pay, for escalating an on-court altercation and forcibly grabbing Minnesota Timberwolves center Rudy Gobert around the neck in a unsportsmanlike conduct and dangerous manner. The league announced the penalty Wednesday in a statement from Executive Vice President of Basketball Operations Joe Dumars. The statement cited Green's history of unsportsmanlike acts in assessing the penalty. The NBA is also fining Gobert, Klay Thompson, and Jaden McDaniels $25,000 each for their roles in Tuesday's melee between the Warriors and Timberwolves. All right, ladies and gentlemen, also more NBA news to follow here. NBA and NEWJ, they announced their partnership. The National Basketball Association, NBA, and New Emerging World of Journalism, that's the NEWJ, one of India's fastest growing media tech companies, announced this past week a multi-year collaboration to create localized short-form digital NBA content for fans across India. Through the collaboration, NEWJ will produce and distribute a variety of short-form NBA content, including game highlights, original programming, lifestyle stories, and other behind-the-scenes footage. On its social media accounts across Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, X, which is known as Twitter, and YouTube, the content will be available in 13 languages. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's shift over to some NFL news. Devon Wiley, ladies and gentlemen, former NFL player for the Chiefs and the Tennessee Titans, pronounced dead at the age of 35. Let's get right to it. Devon Wiley, a former NFL wide receiver who played for the Kansas City Chiefs and Tennessee Titans, has died. His family and his alma mater, Fresno State, said this past week he was the age of 35 years old. Forever a Bulldog, the school's football account wrote, "Our thoughts are with the Wiley family during this difficult time." Former teammates told KFSN TV that Wiley had died. Wiley's brother, Doug, also confirmed his brother's passing on social media, according to the station. So rest in peace to Devon Wiley, and sorry for the Wiley family's loss, and my condolences goes out to them through this difficult time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's shift over to more NFL news here. Michael Carter quickly finds a new home in the NFL. The New York Jets made the decisions to waive running back Michael Carter, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, they decided to make a decision in waiving running back Michael Carter ahead of Week 11, following another loss, for the team. It hasn't been the season they expected it to be, especially after Aaron Rodgers went down on a very first offensive series of the year. That was during the beginning of the regular season. With Carter hitting waivers, it didn't take long for him to find a new home. The Arizona Cardinals were awarded the running back on waivers Wednesday morning as he heads out to the desert to his new team. This could be a better situation for Carter, who was buried on the Jets depth chart and was relegated to limited playing time. So with that being said, folks, the Arizona Cardinals did pick up Michael Carter, and after he was released by the New York Jets this past week. All right, let's shift over back to some more MLB news, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about the Oakland Athletics. MLB team owners, ladies and gentlemen, have voted, and I believe they approved. So the breaking news is coming in here that MLB has approved on the proposed relocation of the Athletics moving from Oakland to Las Vegas. Let's get right to it. Major League Baseball team owners, ladies and gentlemen, have voted this past week that the proposed relocation of the Oakland Athletics to Las Vegas at the end of their league-wide meeting, Baseball Commissioner Robert Medford was presenting his recommendation to the 30 owners during the 3-day meeting, which came about 6 months after the A's reached a tentative agreement for a new stadium in Las Vegas after being unable to reach a deal for one in Oakland. So with that being said, folks, breaking news just came out, I believe it was yesterday, that they have approved that the move from Oakland to Las Vegas is okay. So they got the okay, they got the approval, they got the green light. They should be good to go in moving from Oakland to Las Vegas. And I believe that will not be until the year 2028. Yeah, is when they make that move, I believe. So, but as soon as we get more information on that, we'll keep you in the loop nonetheless. Alright, more MLB news to follow, ladies and gentlemen. MLB proposes a trimming pitch clock with runners on base, Associated Press sources say. Let's get right to that. MLB's proposal goes before an 11-member competition committee that includes 4 players, an umpire, and 6 team representatives. The committee has to wait at least 45 days after a proposal to approve it. MLB's proposal was first reported by ESPN. With the pitch clock, the average time of 9-inning games dropped to 2 hours and 40 minutes during the regular season, the lowest since 1985. That speed up carried over to the postseason, where 9-inning World Series games averaged 3 minutes and 1 second. Or that's 3 hours and 1 minute, sorry about that. The fastest since 1996. Baseball Commissioner Robert Medford said last month he didn't anticipate any major rule changes for next season. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the World Cup. Australia sealed a World Cup final date with hosting India. 5-time champions Australia excelled on the big stage yet again, as they pulled off a scrappy 3-wicket win to shatter South African dreams and reach their 8th ODI World Cup final in Kolkata on Thursday. On a testing turner, David Miller absorbed extreme pressure on way to a re-regarded 101 and take South Africa to a fighting 212 after losing their first 4 wickets for 24 runs in the second semifinal. It was a below par total, but the Proteas did make a match out of it with a spirited bowling effort before Australia, as they often do, held their nerve to close out the game in 47.2 overs, setting up a mouth-watering showdown against furious rivals India in Ahmedabad on Sunday. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's all for this week. I will see you on next Friday's recorded podcast. Till then, hit the like button, subscribe, share it out. Let everybody know what Worldwide Sport Updates is all about. For your daily sports updates that you may have missed, always tune in to our podcast on our on YouTube and search us by WWSUP by Joey for the daily sports updates again that you may miss. Always tune into our podcast for the daily sports updates. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is Joseph Hadid for Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your sports, your news, your local community. Have yourself a great weekend, and we'll talk to each other next Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, till then, stay blessed, take care of each other, and have yourself a great weekend. Bye-bye.